Hey guys, what's up? It's JG here. Back in Central Days, I know you guys knew me as John, but I've been going by JG Butchella forever now. But anyway, hey, listen, I just wanted to check in. I was going to post something on here, but I just couldn't put it down in words, written words. I just really felt moved to make a little video to connect with you guys on this. Kevin, I'm really glad you posted this. I really appreciate your post. Um, I want to just throw my 2 cents in, and I thought I was gonna just throw my 2 cents in. That was my thing, was let me just throw my 2 cents in on this. But the more I thought about the past couple days, um, I really feel like it's bigger than that, and I don't want to just throw my 2 cents in. So I guess I want to ask you to bear with me here and hear me out, because I think first of all, this is for Jeff and Chris, Gary, Carl. I feel like we have an opportunity, right? Again, hear me out, please. But we have an opportunity before us right now. Um, I don't think you guys are prejudiced. I don't think you're racist at all. I think you guys are intelligent, thoughtful men. On some level, on some level, we're brothers as men on this planet. Um, so this is heartfelt. I feel like we really have an opportunity here. You guys are progressive, again, intelligent, progressive, thoughtful people. We don't all have to hold the same opinions, obviously. Um, but the thing is, I feel like we really need you right now. We really need you right now. Because there are two things going on here. One is just who we are as people, and I talk about this in the work I do, but it's like who we are as individuals and personalities. But there's this whole other level as, again, we all walk down the street, we're white men, and Kevin's a black man. And the reality is, we need to rise above and just be who we are as people, but in the real world, there's a difference. In the real world, we're not going to get hassled and followed around department stores, followed by cops, questioned, or like that other Neil deGrasse Tyson post, Kevin, you put up about how he was at University of Texas and was stopped 7 times by campus police just for going into the library. It's like going to the library as a black man, you know. So it's just a reality, guys. It's like our black friends and colleagues are dealing with this stuff every day. Kevin, who I believe is married to a white woman, if I'm not mistaken, uh, could be going out with his wife in my neighborhood or in any neighborhood in certain areas of the country, right here in Pittsburgh, and a lot more is at stake than if you went out with your wife somewhere. It's just, you don't want to think it's true, but it is. And you can talk to black folks in every line of work, whether it's law, accounting, the arts, and you'll hear the same experiences over and over again. So I think as human beings, as white men, I think as people with our whole humanity, we have an opportunity before us right now to say, instead of to always minimize, because there's so many black folks who go through this over and over again who just share their experience and have white people who are well-meaning and nice and smart and progressive and cool people, not racist, but who just say, question it, minimize it, say, you really sure it was racism? I think you're being oversensitive. I think you're over and over again. Okay, and the thing with the first lady, I mean, that's just read up a little bit on it. I mean, because what Kevin posted was perfect as far as like that's the history of racism around features, lips, nose, mouth, rear end. It's like that's the way people have oppressed black people. White people have oppressed blacks around those caricatures. That's real. Um, so instead of parsing it out, that's just real. And just side note about Rush Limbaugh, I think that the people, the question sometimes gets to be like, oh, he's horrible. And then people are like, hey, free speech, he has a right to do what he wants. I just want to submit with that, it's like, the issue isn't whether he has a right to do his show. Free speech is free speech, so he has a right to do his show. But for him to be considered a serious commentator is a joke. I mean, he might be intelligent, but the guy's a hate monger, and he's very racist. I mean, it's easily provable. So I mean, like, yeah, he's free to say what he wants and make his money on his show, but he's easily proved to be racist. So, but I don't want to get caught up in that. I hope you guys are willing to bear with me on this. And again, we're different people. You may not agree at all, but I think as men, we have a chance, and it's not about agreeing with everything. but it's about listening and hearing and believing and just, you would not believe. If you start having more conversations with black folks, I guarantee you will just be astonished at what's going on a daily basis you really aren't aware of. And also, too, Gary, I just want to say I saw your post. I'm Italian American. I grew up very steeped in that culture. All four of my grandparents were born in Italy, and I'm very steeped in the culture and the language. And those stereotypes hurt me too around the gangster stuff that was very painful for my parents. And so I hate that. Even in like stuff my daughter's watching, like Garfield the cat has all these Italian stereotypes, which I detest. But honestly, sorry guys, but it's still about slavery. I mean, America doesn't want to talk about our history. With African American people in this country, you can't compare it to any other group, really. You have the indigenous folks who were here, and that in no way diminishes the suffering of my grandparents or what the immigrants went through. In no way does it diminish it. But you can't compare it to what black folks are going through to this day. So I think we have a chance. I think you guys are awesome. I think we have a chance to do something here differently, really differently. And step one is to stop telling black people that to get over it, and stop telling black folks that they're making a big deal out of nothing, because they're not. So peace and love. I hope you guys are doing well in other areas of your lives. And thanks for letting me say my piece. And take care. I'll talk to you. Bye-bye.